Disney has made toys, movies, and games that keep us all young at heart, but even they can miss the mark sometimes. We found some pretty inappropriate toy fails that Disney definitely shouldn't have made. We still can't believe the last one. Check these out. New here? Subscribe to the Things channel to stay up to date on our latest videos, and give us a big thumbs up if you like this video. Now here are the 15 most inappropriate Disney toys ever made. Inappropriate Tarzan. You know how Tarzan beats on that chest and bellows out that Tarzan yell that the whole jungle can hear? With all of the technology of today, it should be pretty easy to make a Tarzan toy that beats out of his chest and does the Tarzan yell, right? Well, apparently not. Disney came up with a toy called the Rad Repeatin' Tarzan, and it's not the most appropriate toy in the world. The doll does a Tarzan yell, and he definitely beats something. But it's only with one hand, and it looks very similar to another wild activity. Geez, Tarzan, can't you find a hut or a cave to do that in? Children are watching. You would think that this is the only inappropriate Tarzan doll we found. If you thought that, well, you would be wrong, but let's put a pin in that for now. Sit on the princess's what? When we saw this Disney Kids item, we couldn't help but to rethink the lyrics to Belle's opening number. After seeing this seat, we thought the song could say, "There must be so much more to this provincial place. Now why don't you come and sit on my..." Never mind. That's way inappropriate. Much like this Disney princess, wishes and dreams soft potty seat. It's a hilarious potty training device. After the kids sing with their favorite Disney princesses, they can drop a deuce while sitting on their faces. Now Ariel is really going to be part of your world, eh kids? Actually, it looks like Ariel's not on this seat. It's only Belle, Aurora, and Cinderella who have the distinct honor of witnessing all your bathroom activity up close and personal. Haven't those ladies been through enough already? Cut these girls some slack. What is Rafiki doing to Simba? In The Lion King, Rafiki is a trusted friend to Simba. He helps Simba defeat Scar and claim his rightful place as the king of Pride Rock, and we all remember that classic opening scene where Rafiki holds baby Simba up before the kingdom where all the animals rejoice and bow while the song Circle of Life plays. Ah, that was a great scene. No toy could ever mess up that moment, right? Oh boy, we were wrong. Here is a Disney toy that has Simba in a very compromising position, and it appears that Rafiki is asking if he can feel the love tonight. If you watch the motion of the toy, you'll be astonished that this thing ever made it into the world. Seriously, what were they thinking? This makes us see Rafiki in a whole different light. Yikes. Minnie Mouse cleaning set. You know how older Disney movies depict girls cleaning a lot? In the days of Snow White and Cinderella, it seems that cleaning and singing were all Disney princesses know how to do. But with girl power films like Moana, Brave, and Mulan, it seemed like Disney turned a corner and empowered girls to be their own heroes and go on their own adventures. And then they made this toy, introducing the Minnie Mouse cleaning set. Now you can forget all that archery, voyaging on the sea, and fighting for your country because there's dust on the windowsill. This toy is clearly geared towards girls. It's branded with Minnie Mouse, and there's a little girl on the box. We tried to find a Mickey Mouse cleaning set, but all we could find was this tool set. Way to pigeonhole both genders, Disney. The Little Mermaid original home video cover. The popcorn popping, the snuggly blankets are ready, and you're just about to put on your favorite Disney movie. But when you grab the Little Mermaid home movie, you notice something odd on the cover. This is the G-rated Disney film and not a horrible mistake from the wrong side of the video store, right? This was the experience of startled Disney fans when they got this version of the Little Mermaid home video. If you look at the picture on the cover, it seems King Triton's castle has something a bit extra to offer. Did the illustrator just fall onto the drawing with his pants down? Leave it to a dude to think what lies between his legs should be gold, sparkling, and strong enough to hold up a castle. Subconscious envy problem much? Paging Dr. Freud. Wreck-It Ralph underwear. We love Wreck-It Ralph. Who doesn't? But some merchandising can go a little bit too far. We love the part of the movie where Ralph is about to smash up the building in the video game and he yells his catchphrase, "I'm gonna wreck it!" That catchphrase on its own is tame and pretty much appropriate on any toy, but we found one place where it is definitely not appropriate. Introducing kids' underwear, with Ralph bursting through a brick wall on one side and the phrase, "I'm gonna wreck it" on the other. We're not underwear experts, but we're pretty sure kids' underwear shouldn't make that statement. We can think think of 2 reasons off the top of our heads, and both of them are things we shouldn't say. Just no, Disney. Seriously, no. Inappropriate Tigger.
The wonderful things about Tiggers is Tigger's a wonderful thing. They're bouncy, giggly, happy, and cuddly.
What's not to love? You might be asking yourself what anyone could possibly make Tigger inappropriate for children. Well, we've got your answer. Introducing the Tigger doll. Oh, put that thing away, Tigger. We know it's supposed to be his tail, but the placement is not okay. And there's a little flower on the tip to soften the proverbial blow. No pun intended. Seriously, guys, mine's out of the gutters. This is a doll for children. We're hoping this is a fluke packaging mistake and not that all the Tiggers are displayed like this. Tigger seems to be quite fond of his, tail? Let's just hope he doesn't bounce on that thing. This is so inappropriate, but we're laughing out loud. Mickey Mouse microphone. So, what was happening in the toy maker's room when they decided to make a phallic toy that encourages kids to put their mouths on it? That's what we wanted to know when we saw this Mickey Mouse microphone. Maybe these toy designers should have been studying in anatomy class. What parent would want their kid to play with this toy? Imagine all the interesting songs that could be sung on this microphone, like Tuba Snake Boogie, My Red Joystick, or Don't Touch My Willy. Yes, folks, these are all real song titles. We're starting to get the impression that there are too many men designing Disney toys, and these men can't stop thinking about their junk for long enough to make a toy. We promise you, Disney toy makers, there is more to life. And here's Tarzan again. Remember when we told you to put a pin in the Inappropriate Tarzan doll fun? Well, it's time to pull out that pin because we just found a hilarious Tarzan toy fail. This one's hysterically inappropriate. It's just called Vine Jammin' Tarzan. Are these toy makers just a bunch of teenage boys? Look at that vine he's holding. Or is that a snake? Regardless, it starts where it shouldn't, and it coils up before he tames that loincloth snake with his tight gripping fist. This is just too easy to make fun of. And don't even get us started on the name they came up with. Vine Jammin' Tarzan? Could you be any less obvious? Put your vine away, Tarzan. You shouldn't be jamming that thing anywhere. Someone sure is obsessed with a certain part of their anatomy over at Disney. OLAF guts for kids. If you're looking for an easy way to totally traumatize your kids with a sweet treat on a hot summer day, look no further. Introducing OLAF Snow Guts. If your kids love the idea of disemboweling their favorite Disney character, Disney has got you covered. With this fun summer toy, Olaf will commit hara-kiri before your very eyes so you can enjoy his tasty insides while the light leaves his eyes, but the smile on his face remains. Seppuku snow cone, anyone? These snow cones will satisfy your child's sweet tooth, as well as his appetite for snowman carnage. He can look into his victim's eyes and laugh as he savors every morsel of Olaf's tender entrails. For real, why couldn't the snow just come out of a cup that Olaf is holding? That is sick, people. Stop torturing the poor snowman. What is going on with this Donald Duck ride? We want to know what genius decided to make Donald Duck's beak aim straight for the rider's crotch. This ride would have been totally appropriate if they had just flipped the flipped the duck around so kids could ride on his back. What were they thinking? Sure, kids are too young to understand what is implied here, but still, do we really want kids to think that anyone's face should be down there? Even if they aren't facing Donald Duck on the ride, that would still make him a total butt sniffer. No one wants to see their favorite duck sniffing butts. Seriously, no one. We can't even imagine how the ride is supposed to move once it's turned on. It can only get worse, right? Get your beak out of here, Donald. This ride is not okay. Winnie the Pooh. Winnie the Pooh is a sweet, fun-loving bear who lives in the 100-acre wood and loves honey, but apparently Pooh has an odd request. He wants kids to put rings on his, crotch tower? Pelvic pointer? No, really, guys. Let's not try to make fun of poor Winnie the Pooh. Maybe it's the morning and he just woke up. You know about morning 100-acre wood, right? He's probably having a major honey dream. It's not his fault and he is just as embarrassed as you are. Now somebody get that bear a notebook so he can hide that thing. We're just praying that all the rings that go on this toy are not pink. How are we gonna get this image out of our heads? By moving on to the next wildly inappropriate toy, of course.
Buzz Lightyear to the rescue!
Buzz Lightyear has got an intergalactic mission just for you. You can tell he's really excited about this mission by the way his straw is pointing up to infinity and beyond. And they expect kids to suck out of that straw? Oh, come on. That's an image we do not want to see. And look at how confident Buzz is about it all. He's just standing there, straw sticking out in the wind with his arms crossed and that smug look on his face. He is very proud of that disproportionately sized straw, isn't he? He thinks it's very impressive. As if this guy needs another reason to be full of himself. Put it away, Buzz. Save it for your straw fight with Emperor Zurg. We're willing to bet that he probably thinks his straw is the biggest one in the galaxy anyway. Frozen Bikini. Disney's Frozen is probably the biggest toy and clothing franchise of all time. You can't go to any department store without seeing Elsa, Anna, and Olaf on toys, clothes, and accessories, but why stop with winter attire? They really thought of everything when they designed this bikini about an ice princess who curses the kingdom to endure an eternal winter. Pool party! Here is the Frozen print bikini bottom, perfect for the summer sun, which would melt sweet little Olaf without the little snow Elsa cloud put over his head. Now, if you look closely, you'll see how this bikini is really inappropriate. Is that a flower in the middle with an upside-down V-shaped window leading up to it? Again, the Disney merchandise designers might want to take an anatomy class so they would know what to avoid. Hannah Montana, what have you done now? We all know how controversial Miley Cyrus can be, but who knew her days of controversy began during her Hannah Montana days? Disney thought it would be a fantastic idea to sell young fans this concert candy. They're sweet and sour candies, which the packet says are all individually wrapped for portion control, cause you don't want your daughter guzzling down too many of these. Okay, real talk, who in the world thought it would be a good idea to make these gummies flesh-toned? If that's what the guitar-shaped ones look like, we shudder to imagine what the microphone ones look like. You got us good, Miley. We can't believe they actually put these on the market. These inappropriate toys had us laughing out loud. Do you have a favorite inappropriate Disney toy? Do you know of any ones that we missed? Tell us about it in the comment section below. And that's all for the 15 most inappropriate Disney toys ever made. Thanks for watching The Things. Bye!